This is Yorubaland. Number one is Lagos and all the local council in Lagos is Yorubaland. Number two is Ogun State and all the local government area in Ogun State. Three is Oyo State and all the local government area of Oyo State. Four is Ondo State and all the local government area of Ondo State. Number five is Osun State and all the local governments in Osun State. Number six is Ekiti State and all the local governments in Ekiti State. This is what Hausa, Fulani, and the Igbo want you to consider as Yorubaland. So they call it Southwest. This is not Yorubaland. Not an inch of our space shall be given up to anybody. We are willing to kill over our land, and we shall kill. We shall kill. Nobody will take our space. Number seven is the 12th Yoruba-speaking local government of Kwara State. In Kwara State, there are 16 local governments in Kwara State. 16. Only 12 are Yoruba-speaking local government, and all these 12 are part of Yorubaland. They are part and parcel of Yorubaland. I'll give you these 12. Asa, local government. Ekiti, local government. Ifelodun, local government. Ilorin East, local government. Ilorin South, local government. Ilorin West, local government. Irepodun, local government. Isin, local government. Moro, local government. Ofa, local government. Okere, Ero, local government. And Oyun, local government. These are the 12 out of the 16 local governments in Kwara State that are Yoruba-speaking local government. So if you are talking about draft bill for referendum, you don't give up your own land. The French people did not give up their land. They confronted the Germans, died, but they got back their land. The English rallied around themselves and fought against the Germans because the German promised to take their land from them. You don't say that you are exposed, educated. Go and look at the Henry Willick report of 1957. He submitted that report in 1958. It was actually written in 1957. He said in his recommendation that Ilorin Division, which is today Kwara State, and Kaba Division, which is today Kogi State, shall be included with the Western region. So Kwara State has 16 local government, 12 out of 16 are Yoruba local government. They are part of Yorubaland. Yorubaland is not Southwest. Number 8 of the Yoruba state is the 6 Yoruba-speaking local councils in Kogi State. And where are these 6 local councils? In Kogi State, they have 21 local governments. In Kogi State, 21. 6 are Yoruba-speaking local government out of 21. They have Ijumu local government, Kababunu local government, Lokoja local government, Mopa Moro local government, Yagba East local government, and Yagba West local government. These are the Yoruba area in Kogi State. We are not going to conduct a new referendum whether these people want to be part of Yoruba land or not. The referendum has since been conducted before 1957. I gave you the report of the election that was held in Ilorin Town Council, District Council, in Kabatan Council, District Council, by the people that were elected. The people who represented Talaka Parako, an action group, they won the majority vote to all of these councils, and they voted and said, do they want to be part of the Western region? The people in Ilorin Division and Kaba Division voted massively to be part of Western region. That referendum is binding. We are not conducting a new referendum. Aside that referendum, there was the recommendation of the Sir Henry Willick Commission, Wilkins Commission rather, in 1957. It says that the Ilorin Division and Kaba Division shall be included with the Western region of Nigeria. Ilorin Division is today Kwara State, Kaba Division is today Kogi State. We are not asking for all the 21 local governments in Kogi State to be part of Yorubaland. No, they are not. Only 6 local governments out of the 21 local government in Kogi State are Yoruba local government. In Kwara State, only 12 out of the 16 local government in Kwara State are Yorubaland. And those are the local government that we are interested in. And number 9 of the state in Yorubaland is the Yoruba-speaking local councils in Delta State. There are 3 Yoruba areas in Delta State: Warri South local government, Warri North local government, and Warri Southwest local government. These are Yoruba-speaking local government, 3 in Delta State. They are part of Yorubaland. During regional government, because the constitution that was done in 1957 to 1959, there was a provision that the minority in each of the 3 regions of Nigeria be given their own regions. So after independence in 1960 October, Awolowo in April 1961, he moved a motion that Edo people, Urhobo people, Isoko people, Ikwani people, Ika people, Aniocha people, and Western Ijaw people be given their whole region. All of these people that I've mentioned were part of the Yoruba Western region, but they were minority. The Yoruba were about 80% of the total population of Western region, but we have minority: Edo, Urhobo, Isoko, Ika, Aniocha, Ukwani, and Western Ijaw. Awolowo moved a motion in 1961 that they be given a region to be called Midwest. In that motion, Akoko Edo was not to be part of the Midwest, and Ishekiri land was not to be part of the Midwest, because Akoko Edo are Yoruba and Ishekiri are also Yoruba, so they were excluded. But because of the evil-mindedness of Zik, and because he was in a coalition government with Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, a Fulani, Zik connived with Balewa, and they removed Akoko Edo and Ishekiri and had them as part of the Midwest. Olu of Ishekiri went to court. He was deposed. The records are there. He was stopped from getting salary because he challenged Zik. And he went to court. He said that the Ishekiri people do not wish to be part of the Midwest. The records are there. We have seen it. We have read it. I can guarantee you, not a single parcel of Yorubaland shall be taken away from us. We are willing to kill. European people have always been killing over land. We will kill people over Yorubaland. So these 3 local governments, Warri South, Warri North, and Warri Southwest local government, are part and parcel of Yorubaland. They are the number 9 states of the Yoruba nation. The number 10 states that we have is Akoko Edo. They are Yoruba. They are not part of Edo state. We want that land back. They were part of the Afemia division, in which Awolowo stated at the parliament, federal parliament, that Afemia division can be part of Midwest, except the Yoruba-speaking area there, which is today Akoko Edo. They are part of Yorubaland. We will not give it up.
Lagos is no man's land because it does not start today. Our people are so blind to the handwriting on the wall. The agenda has always been clear, but because of the nature of our people, they don't read meaning to it. Ask yourself, why the first man in history to drag Lagos with the indigenous and call it no man's land was from the old eastern region. In present-day Abia State, his name was Jajanwashiku. This happened in 1947, before the birth of Nigeria, before the amalgamation, before it happens. It has been a long time agenda. During the First Republic, Azikiwe abandoned Eastern region and started fighting and dragging Baba Awolowo over Lagos and the West. Have you ever asked yourself why Ojukwu has so much interest in Lagos? After he got Biafra, he still wanted to capture Lagos. Is Lagos part of Biafra? Why always Lagos? Something unique about Lagos is that every one of them wants it badly. You heard them say Lagos, no man's land. They even go as far as saying, we will buy Lagos from you people and send you back to your state. You think it is a joke? It is a long time agenda that has turned to ideology. A movement I can describe as a Zionism. Funnily, our people will still say, don't worry, it can never happen. Hey bro, it's already happening. It is already. Stop asking if they are going to carry it to their region. They don't need to carry it to their region, but they will control it from their region. The United Kingdom does not share borders with Spain, but they took Strait of Gibraltar from them and controls it. The one controls Strait of Gibraltar controls the Mediterranean Sea. They don't need to relocate Lagos to their region. What do you think will happen when you don't own your land again? What do you think will happen when you don't control your economy and local markets? What do you think will happen when they now complete the changing of the demography of Lagos? Over 15,000 PVC was transferred by this person alone to Lagos during the last election. Once the demography of Lagos is changed, nothing remains. In 1967, Gibraltar held a referendum. Guess what? Majority of them voted in support of British rule because Gibraltar demography has been changed. This was how America took Texas away from Mexico. It will happen and Lagos will become no man's land if you don't stop selling your land to Zionist children. Think and wake up. You don't need to sell your land. Lease and it will still be yours. You will make a huge profit. Enforce it on them. They don't have an option. They can't survive without coming to Lagos. Yes, Lagos is their heaven and paradise. You have what is precious. Then it's high time you start treasuring it. Lease your land, don't sell. Stop selling your land outright to strangers. Lease, don't sell. Your land is your power. You know, God is no longer making any land. He has already rested on the seventh day. They can call it tribalism. You call it self-preservation. Protect your land.
Good day to our viewers all over the world and welcome back to Local Journal. We can hear the statement of the Yoruba youth. It's very loud and clear. They are saying that they will do everything to preserve the Yoruba region and ensure that their region is protected at all costs. We can see how the Yoruba youths are mentioning the Yorubaland and all the states that belong to the Yoruba people. According to them, there were states and people that were taken away from them, all in the bid to create the Midwestern region, thereby reducing the strength and population of the Southwestern region. However, they are ready to do everything to ensure that these people comes back, unite together with the Yorubas, and have a formidable Southwestern region and have their own region just like it were before they were Buchanized. They say that not even an inch of the Yoruba land will be ceded to anybody and that they are ready to go to any land to ensure that their land is preserved. And akin to this same reason, they are calling for a return to the regional system of government, that this current system of government is no longer convenient for the Yoruba people again. According to them, they are not forcing any region to be part of this conversation because what they are saying and what they stand for is the interest of the Yoruba race alone. And that is the reason why they are calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ensure that he does everything he can within his power to take Nigeria back to regional government. Well, speaking on this regional government thing, I believe is the best thing that we need to do in the interest of the country now because the country is totally divided. Nigeria is not one and Nigerians are not ready to be one. Our past leaders and the current crops of leaders did everything they can and are doing everything they can to ensure that this country remains one. Even though our leaders are doing everything they can to convince Nigeria that we are indivisible and we are one, all they are doing is for their own interest. They are not doing this thing because they love Nigeria and they want Nigeria to remain one. They are doing this because they want to continue to hold Nigerians to ransom. They want to continue to be at the helm of control. They want to continue to be at the helm of power. And they want this echelon of power to continue to favor their own family and lineage. And aside that, these rich men and these leaders we are talking about, they have several businesses spanning across every region in Nigeria. So a divided Nigeria is going to be a setback in their businesses. So if many of us think that these people are doing it for our own interest and saying that Nigeria cannot be divided because they love Nigeria and that we are indivisible, we should know that these people are liars and are doing all these things they are doing for their own personal interest. On the aspect of getting back all the Yoruba region that were taken away, well, if it's something the Yorubas can achieve and if it's something that they are ready to do, if it's a task they feel is feasible, it's actually a good thing and a good thought. But like trying to threaten people because people are living in your land is what I don't really find funny. Even if we are going to return to regional government, it does not stop people from other regions from coming to your own region. And on the other hand, if a host community is hosting you, you need to be very, very respectful in your utterances. People should learn not to say things that will provoke their host community, because I believe that this is the reason why some of these Yorubas are taking the stance they are currently taking. So let me leave us to watch the remaining part of the video. But before then, if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.
The interest of Yoruba people now in this present administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should not be anything other than calling for power devolution and regional government, where every region is grouped according to their ethnic, linguistic identity. Hear me out. I'm talking to the Yoruba people. It's not everybody that wants regional government. It's not everybody that wants true federalism. So this is why I'm personalizing it to the Yorubas. Yes, not all want it. Some want a state indigenous bill where they will be able to call other people's territory no man's land, backed by the system, just like we have seen Benjamin Kalu proposing. Some are pushing for settler colonization, and don't be surprised because Olodumare has already blessed Yorubaland. Yorubaland is the heartbeat of Nigeria. We have the ocean, we have the river, we have the highland. Nature has already blessed Yorubaland. That is why people will always desire to settle here. That is why we are the pace setter and heartbeat of this nation. But you must be wary of settlers who are colonists. Why? Because Yorubaland is rich, and the settler does not colonize a barren land. No. The colonization of Britannia by the Romans, Anglo-Saxons, and Vikings was due to its beauty as an island. That area you now call Istanbul suffered in history because of its beauty, because of its naturalness. Human will always want to settle and colonize a beautiful atmospheric environment and land where they can see serenity, nature, and sea. That is why Yorubaland must be protected from any form of settler colonialism. That is why Lagos must be protected from any form of settler colonialism, because there is only one Lagos in Africa, the only state with English and Yoruba name, a very small island desired by all, because it is human nature to desire good things, but it is you, the indigenous, who must reject any form of settler colonialism so that you will not lose your land through it. You see, the crazy part is that once the real indigenous lose their land, the new occupier will do everything they have to protect it and make it survive. Yes, that is how it has always happened in history. Go and fact check. That island, which we call the British Isles today, was first occupied by the Celts. It belongs to the Celts. The Germanic Anglo-Saxon tribe came, fought them, displaced them, and took the majority of their land and settled on it. When Vikings later discovered the island and wanted to take it from the Germanic Saxon tribe, who had now settled the land and ruled England after they have driven the Celts to the deep forest of Britannia, guess what? The Anglo-Saxon made sure they did what they could to protect it from the Vikings. The Vikings' raid on them were something obvious, that they had only one intention: to exterminate the whole of Anglo-Saxon and take possession of their highland. But the Anglo-Saxon protected it with their last kingdom. They did what they could to survive. They did everything to protect England because they know how they had settled there and displaced the real indigenous people who are the Celts, now in present day Scotland, from that land. Once indigenous people lose their land, trust me, you can never have it again. And history will always help you to do the documentation. Look at what Trump is doing. Look at it. This is a land we all know they are not the real indigenous because it belongs to the native Indian. But because they know what they did to settle that land, they will do everything to also protect it. When your land is rich, you must always be wary of settler colonists. You must be. Settler does not colonize barren land. You see, this is not the era of medieval times when the only means settler could colonize land was through war, violence, displacement, or chaos. This is 21st century. Manipulation, gaslighting, tribal occupation of your politics and economic sector is the fastest method settler colonies now using in 21st century. Once your land has been referred to as no man's land, it is a form of settler colonialism. Once they are desperate to buy your land legally and illegally, it's a form of settler colonialism. The same desperation to colonize your land is why they are ready to buy any illegal land, illegal properties, as long as it is in Lagos. When the law now catches up with them, they will start playing devil's advocates, looking for social media sympathy, as if they don't know what they bought, as if they are not aware of it. Some will even tell you all land belongs to God, as if it was not the same God who put indigenous people in charge of it. Be wary. It's all form of settler colonialism. Nigeria is a country where every region, ethnic and tribe have their own interest. The interest of Yoruba people is self-governance and regional autonomous. Yes, now is to call for regional autonomy as a way to protect our land from settler colonists who see it as nothing but no man's land. Yes, because our rich cultural heritage, fertile soil and vast resources in Yorubaland has always been a magnet for those seeking to exploit its bounty. But we must not let history repeat itself. How Yoruba lost Ilori must always be a historical reference to all Yoruba Omoluabi for them to be wary of settler colonialism. We must protect our land, our culture, and our future by demanding true autonomy and self-determination for the Yoruba people. Regional autonomy is not just a matter of politics, it is a matter of survival. Let us stand united and assert for our right to our land and our future.